ready to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Dalvin Cook, third-year back from Florida State. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action now, Cousins. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 2nd down, Cook. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On 3rd down, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here's Hill on the return. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Push him back. Go. Hey, check 24. 15. Jim. Check 43. Tight dog.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Get in the right room. Under crunch. No.
Yellow. 20. Ripple is 15. 25. Yellow.
Switch.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes buying time to his left. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. Easy. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And this is caught by Watkins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Sometimes it's design, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Here's Mahomes to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
You got time. You got time. Check 99. Check 99. 15.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
I don't need to. 54. Strip the ball. Strip rip lift. Delta. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Quarterback, don't get nervous.
Mahomes to throw once more. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Watkins, the intended receiver.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. That is caught. It's Tajae Sharp. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working out of the gun. Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Yellow.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Yellow. That's what I do. 15. Alpha.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes going for it all. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time. And that'll make it 3rd down. They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got it to Williams. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. On first down, Mahomes being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Anthony Barr in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. First down, here's the run with Cook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd down now, it's Cook, and he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Matthews, the intended target. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Yellow.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Mahomes now on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Mahomes now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Forced out. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Get ready.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 43, 15. 43. Back.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Antoine Woods busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey, Ripley. Yellow. Exit. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check motion.
Mahomes going to throw. On the move to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And I think the ball's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. line of scrimmage. Again, the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Mike 22, Mike 22. Hey, wahoo! Let's go, defense.
Cousins now. He sets to fire deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Flushed out right. The right side going to be caught by Hardman. 25 yards that time.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
57 colors,
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
He's checking. Crash. Check. Trouble. Lucky. Check.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. He's going to take a shot at the end. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Oh, the Vikings are pointing. They've got it. Minnesota football.
Pull it together. Check 15. Check 50.
Starting the third quarter with Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 25 yards to pick up there and also a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
On second down, it's Cook. And a short gain here down to the 22.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Play fake. Cousins under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And you just kind of get the sense that this team's been snake-bitten a little bit here. They just have not had anything go their way.
It's like they collectively walked under a ladder on their way into the stadium. What else could go wrong?
Chopper. Hey, 57. Charlie. Attack. Check 6 guys. Hey, 57 colors.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and it is 28-0. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. This field goal, you always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you
quick strip, the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
To try again after the sack, Mahomes. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. No problem there on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And look at this. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The fake punt gets him 13 yards. A huge play on special teams. It's a 1st down. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long.
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 26. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Brings up second and 4 at the 36-yard line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Flush to his right. The ball comes out.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Mahomes now to throw, escaping the pressure right.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Eric Kendricks, the Vikings' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business in the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
4 down, check, check.
Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. So this one in the win column for Kansas.